Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. My name is Ginger Pierce, and I'm one of the agents with Marvelous Mouse Travels. We are the agency that runs this Facebook group, along with several others that are focused on different destinations. And we are also an earmarked platinum authorized Disney vacation planner agency. And what that means is that we are trained directly by Disney, often on site, and we are experts in their vacation products. And we are also recognized by them as providing exceptional customer service to our clients. So, welcome to Sundays with MMT. This is a weekly live agent panel video series that we do in one of our Facebook groups every Sunday night at 8 p.m. Eastern. And we're really excited to be here in this group tonight to talk to you about staying club level at Walt Disney World. So, we have a team of agents that's going to be here tonight to kind of give you the all of the inclusions with club level and talk to you a little bit about the value involved in that. But we would also love to take your questions or hear your thoughts on club level if you have had that experience in the past. So feel free at any point to drop those comments in the comment section below, and we will get to those throughout the video. We are using a platform called StreamYard to go live this evening, and StreamYard might ask you to approve it to display your username and your profile picture if you want to post a comment. Just know that you can decline that permission and still interact with us anonymously that way. So I'm joined tonight by three of our marvelous agents. Ladies, thank you so much for being here with us tonight. And if you would take just a second to tell everybody your name, how long you've been with the agency, and the best way for people to reach out to you if they're interested in planning a trip.
Hi, everybody. My name is Mary Alice Fouts. I've been with the agency since October of 2019, so coming up on 3 years now. And the best way to reach me is my email, maryalice@marvelousmousetravels.com.
Hello, my name is Andrea Langone. I have been with the agency for a year and a half, and the best way to reach me is my email address, andrea@marvelousmousetravels.com.
Hi, my name is Bobby Joe. This is my 5th year as a travel agent with Marvelous Mouse Travels, and the best way to find me is on Facebook at Travelista Bobby Joe.
And again, my name is Ginger. I've been with the agency just over 4 years, and the best way to reach out to me is to visit my blog, which you can find at gingermmt.com. Okay, so let's start very basic, kind of at the beginning, and just give people an idea of what is club level. Like, what are we referring to when we use that term club level?
Club level is access to additional food that you can have throughout the day. It's a special level of the resort that you would be staying at that would be a key entry to be able to get into. It is a certain category of room that you can book, typically at a deluxe category in a deluxe resort. And they'll offer food throughout the day, and then they also offer concierge level services to you.
Yeah. So, I mean, that's essentially it in a nutshell. It is a paid upgrade that certain resorts offer. And so let's talk a little bit about the specifics. So Bobby Joe mentioned that it's select deluxe properties, but what are some examples of some of those beautiful deluxe properties that offer club level?
The Grand Floridian is one of them. That's where we stayed when we stayed club level. Actually, the Grand Floridian has 2 different club levels. So they have one in the outer building location and one in the main building location. Most of your deluxe properties are going to offer some sort of club level option, not all of them. And then there's actually one moderate that does offer club level as well. And that's going to be Grand Destino Tower at Coronado Springs.
Yeah, and I love the Grand Destino Tower. It does truly feel like a deluxe property in so many ways, and yet it's priced more like a moderate, and so it's that kind of great hybrid between the two. It has a lot of the amenities of a deluxe, but not the price tag, and you even have that club level option, which is great.
Yeah. I'll say I just stayed recently in the Yacht Club. And I have never been a club level. I was really never, I kind of had to try out club level for the first time. And the Yacht Club, Beach Club, and Boardwalk all have club level. So all 3 of those resorts right around the Epcot area offer that club level. And I am sold.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I think it's kind of one of those things that once you try it for the first time, you're like, oh, how do we get by without this? Without all of the different inclusions. And so let's go there next. Let's talk a little bit about what types of food. We mentioned food being included, but what types of food are we talking about? Like snacks? Are there meals? What does this look like?
So you're going to get like a continental breakfast. So there could be a few hot items. It really just depends. Sometimes they'll surprise you with a few like extra special things, which could be like pancakes that day, or Mickey waffles if you're really, really lucky. And then they're going to have like assorted snacks throughout the day, like pretzels and just kind of grab and go kind of stuff, your drinks, your beverages. And then in the evenings they're going to have two different times. So they're going to have hors d'oeuvres, and that can be a couple of different things, of course, hot and cold. And then they're also going to offer desserts and cordials at the end of the day. But I will say, if you stay at the Grand Floridian, they actually offer one extra time during the day, and it's high tea time. So they'll put out teas. It's not like super fancy, but they'll put out teas, and then they're going to put out scones and clotted cream, and it's just magical.
My kids absolutely loved, they offered the Uncrustables pretty much all day. There was like a small little refrigerator in the corner that they were able to go to, and they would open it up and there'd be like Uncrustables in there. And then there was another refrigerator right next to it. And we stayed at the yacht club, and they had like Mickey shaped ice cream. And then they had like the ice cream sandwiches that were shaped like Mickey too. So those were definitely, winners in my kids' books.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And Bobby, were they winners during breakfast time? Because I know my kids would sneak over during breakfast, and we'd be finishing up, our pancakes and the sausages and eggs that they would put out, and then they'd always grab an ice cream.
Yes, yeah.
And it might have been 7 a.m.
Yeah, they love that. We love the coffee bar too. I was super impressed with like the whole espresso machines that they had out for you, and then all the different creams and sugars, and they had little Mickey shaped. I think it was brown sugar or some sort of sugar cube. It was really cute.
Yeah, they do have this. They're very cute.
Yeah.
I will also say, like we talked about that, what resorts they're at, but when you're booking a club level room, it's also like a preferred location at that resort, which I think is really important to point out. So you're either going to be like up on one of the top floors if it's a tower, or you're going to be closer to like the lobby area and the amenities at the resort.
That's a good point, because a lot of them offer a lounge for fireworks. So I know at the yacht club, I believe you could see the Epcot ball from, do you remember, Andrea? You could see the Epcot ball from there. And then someone I know stayed in the Polynesian, and you could see the nighttime fireworks at the castle. So definitely a preferred location is a bonus.
And another thing that stuck out to me is, you needed your magic band, and this is only at the yacht club, and I can't speak to some of the other resorts, but only your magic band opens the club level floor for all intents and purposes. And then when you walk out for early in the morning to late evening, don't know the exact times, they have concierge front desk level cast members standing there. So questions you have, your magic band's not working, you don't have to stand in the front desk line on the first floor. You can go right up and they're ready to do, and they can't do enough, really.
Yeah. The other thing they include is they all have like a house drink. So whatever resort you were at, they would have like a special drink when you came in, and they'd say, do you want the welcome drink? And so they had a adult version, and then they had a kids version as well, which I thought was cute.
I will also add, sorry, we stayed club level over a holiday. So we actually stayed there over the 4th of July when we stayed club level, and they had themed things in there for us too. So like the desserts were themed. So there's little special touches like that too, if you happen to be falling over a holiday.
Absolutely. We were there for Easter, and the same thing. There was some nice little touches. And I also think some people ask about the dinner. I'd say the dinner is a heavy hors d'oeuvres, but they're not just chicken crackers. So it really depends on your style, what you like to eat for dinner. If you eat a big lunch, it's perfect. There were nights that we came back from the park, and it was a perfect snack. The kids had something, we had something. We had a nice glass of wine or a beer, and all included. But it wasn't, it was enough. But as long as you eat something heavier for lunch, or you, some people just need that, for dinner. It really, it's a good amount of food.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that that's a great point too. And also, the snacks are awesome to even grab and be able to take
Mhm.
with you into the parks because you
Mhm.
can bring food into the parks. And so, grab a couple of bottles of water or, whatever, if it's packaged and you can take it easily into the park, you do have that option as well, which is nice. And also too, I love the fact that, we booked a club level room for this past summer, and I actually got a call from the club level at the beach club, and they were like, we're looking forward to having you. This is what you do when you check in. You can kind of have a different sort of check-in experience, and so you really do start getting that concierge level attention even before your vacation starts, and that is part of the perks that you're paying for when you do a premium experience like this. It just kind of elevates your trip a little bit more.
Mhm.
Absolutely.
So I think the big question that a lot of people have, because obviously, we can't really give a ton of specifics with pricing because pricing is going to vary, right? It's going to vary by season and, several other factors as well. So we can't say, club level is always this much extra per night. But, it is at a deluxe resort and it is going to be an upgrade for a deluxe. So it is going to be an investment. But in your opinions, is club level worth it? And if so, what makes it worth it for you?
So I'll start. So like I said, I was not necessarily a club level person. I had that mentality that many have where I'm at the parks all day.
Mhm.
So what's the point,
Mhm.
So we tried it, and like I said, I'm sold. We'll never go back. And the reasons why is because we would get up in the morning, breakfast alone. You're not fighting the line
Mhm.
in the morning at Joffrey's and other locations in the parks. We got
Mhm.
up nice and early. We still were able and to get our full breakfast. Everyone was full when they were leaving and had our coffee, left with our coffee, and were able to still make it to the early park admissions like we could at many of the resorts. So we didn't miss out on breakfast. It actually enhanced breakfast for us. So
Mhm.
we were a little more full when we got to the park. Um, there were a few days we didn't partake in the afternoon snacks and things like that, but then we were able to make it back for the evening hors d'oeuvres, like I said. So we might have eaten lunch at the park and then gone ahead and had the evening hors d'oeuvres. Other days we went back to the park. When you stay at one of the Epcot resorts, it's nice. You can kind of bounce back, have some snacks during lunchtime, and then go back to the park for the evening. So personally, staying in the yacht club, I found it, even if I am a park person and I'm there for most of the day, I was still able to easily go
Mhm.
back and forth and kind of take some downtime, but also really utilize the food and drinks that are included with the club level. So for me, although I say I am a park person, I this proved me wrong.
Mhm. Mhm.
I
I
think.
would. Oh, go ahead.
No, you go ahead, Bobby.
I was going to say pretty much the same thing. All of the places that offer it outside of maybe Coronado, they are really close to the parks. So it's not like you're having to take a 30-minute bus ride back to your hotel. Just the same thing. We were able to walk conveniently back from Epcot, and then even take the Skyliner back from Hollywood Studios to be able to pop back and take an afternoon break and enjoy the pools. Typically, those hotels do have nicer pools. So we'd get snacks, we'd go down to the pool. And then, if you do drink beer or wine, that being included alone, I think saves, those costs quite a bit in the park. So that saves quite a bit of money just in that aspect of it if you are going to spend a lot of time at the pool or close to your room.
Mhm.
Yeah, I was just going to say, of course, we can't price out exactly what each club level costs for you. But if you add up your Mickey waffles or your Mickey ice cream or your beverages, all of those things are really at a higher cost inside the theme park or even in the lobby of your resort. So if you are someone that's going to want to have a breakfast every morning and not just have, a granola bar in your bag while you're walking to the next attraction, this could be something that you want to look at because the value really could be there for you. You could actually end up saving money.
And I find it a lot more relaxing than trying to grab something in the lobby, resort, or in the park. First of all, the cast members that work in these club levels cannot do enough for you.
Right.
You want to take your coffee to go, what else can I get for you? They're always
Agreed.
touching up the buffet. But it's much more relaxing. My kids kind of would go ahead of us. They'd start their breakfast, or my husband might be ready early, so he'd kind of head down and get his breakfast. And it would just I found it far more less stressful. Fighting that line for coffee and other things. Everyone kind of sat, ate breakfast, and then we moved on. So I personally, I think if you're unable to even get to the, say the lunch, if you can hit breakfast every morning and maybe one of the hors d'oeuvres evening, once or twice, again, to me, it's worth it. With all the additional perks that you're also getting with it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Note another perk that we mentioned, that most of them are at deluxe properties. And so if you are staying at a deluxe resort, there are select extra evening hours on certain nights. And those are amazing. Like, I was lucky enough to be staying at a deluxe resort the last time we were on property and got to, partake in that. And it was like amazing. No crowds, just walking right onto the rides.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
Yeah, that's a huge perk. And, I think that a lot of people, maybe we undervalue how much we're going to actually spend on food, and how tired too you're going to be on a theme park vacation. We are not, still my kids are 10 and 7, and you think, oh, they're probably getting to the age where they can do a whole day in the park without a break. No, we still have to come back and take a little breather at the hotel. And so it was the coolest thing, getting to tell my kids, this is the club level. You can just go in there and grab food whenever they were like, really? Like, all this, we can grab any of this anytime we want. It's just a cool little thing for them to have the option to do. And taking those breaks back at the resort is a very relaxing part of our vacation. It's something that we have to do to kind of keep the peace.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you guys for sharing all that. I'm looking at the comments and I'm not seeing anything coming through at the moment, but just keep in mind, if you happen across this video on Facebook or on YouTube and we're no longer live, it's not too late to ask a question. We do monitor these for questions after the fact, so feel free to go ahead and drop those in there and we can come back and address those as needed. But we thank you all so much for watching with us tonight. We hope that you got a lot of value out of this video. And if you have any questions about club level, or if you're interested in planning a club level stay, feel free to reach out to any of these agents that you heard from tonight. You can go back and find the contact information at the beginning of the live stream. But we hope that you'll join us again really soon for another episode of Sundays with MMT, and we hope you all have a great night. Thanks for watching. Bye.